anyone can become a robotics engineer. That sounds crazy, right? But that's true, because you only need some skills that we are going to discuss in this particular video. So make sure that you watch the video till the very end, because I don't want you miss anything in between, because I am going to give you a detailed roadmap where we will discuss about the situation, then what skills you can learn, then what projects you can build, and finally the way to robotics engineer. And if you have not subscribed to this particular channel, make sure that you subscribe to Aryan Jaguste. So let's get into it. So robotics engineer, what is required for that? It doesn't matter that you are from a mechanical background, electronics background, CS background, or even robotics engineering. Okay, I am just assuming that you are pursuing any kind of bachelor's degree. Okay, that might be any bachelor's degree, that might be BSc physics, or else bachelor's of engineer, or else if you are into your high school as well, this is going to help all of them. So in order to get into robotics, first of all you have to break down your current level. Okay, what do you know? Do you know the basics of mathematics? Do you know the fundamentals of physics? If those things are cleared, then you can jump to the robotics part. Okay, and robotics is a combination of computer, electronics, and mechanical. Everyone knows about it, but do we have to study each and every department for that? Of course not. Okay, you don't have to learn each and everything in detail, because we are doing a specialization, so we just need some chunks of it, and then we can proceed with our specialty. So having said that, robotics engineer can have the specialty in the software side, electronics, or else the particular mechanical thing. We are focusing on the software side, so where we can do the programming, the ROS side, the networking side, all these things will come into the play. So for the robotics thing, first of all, you have to work on your skills. What skills? See, for a robotics engineer, it's very important to clear the basics. As we discussed, you should have the base, the mathematics, physics, and related things, statistics as well. So once these things are cleared, you can jump directly to the application part, where you are building certain projects and also learning some things. Means go with the coding, let's say C++ and Python. Remember, Python is good for the software side, means you can do the machine learning side, object recognition, and all those things. But when it comes to the hardware integration, C++ is going to help you a lot. So when you are learning programming language, let's say you are having, let's say 2 to 3 years of time, go for C++. If you don't have enough time, stick to Python, or else still you can go with C++, because with the help of AI tool, you can learn very fast. Okay, so apply smart learning here. So with the help of C++ and Python, you have the fundamentals of programming. And for robotics, these languages are more than sufficient in the beginning. Then moving forward with the projects, what projects we can build. See, whenever you learn any programming thing, all those things, try to apply on a simple project. Let's say you design a web UI using it. I know it's not related to robotics, but still, then you can code Arduino Uno. See, we are linking programming and electronics. So whenever you learn programming, take a microcontroller, let's say Arduino Uno, STM32, ESP32, any microcontroller you find, just take it, try it out, how to code an Arduino, how to glow a simple LED, then how to run a motor. So these things are very important, because it will clear the basics. Okay, and that's why we are building the levels for the robotics. So simultaneously learn these skills, try to merge it with the other projects, let's say the Arduino project that we just discussed out, and slowly improve your level. Now we know how to program, we know the basics of Arduino, we know about microcontrollers. Then try to learn about microprocessors. Means what we are doing, we are trying to merge the gap between the application, means how to do the programming of a hardware. So we are just trying to bridge that gap. So you know how to just install an operating system on a microprocessor, let's say Raspberry Pi, Jetson Nano, anything that you want, you can use it. You can figure it out which microprocessor you want to use. After doing the microprocessor part, then you can jump to a specific project. Means in robotics we have different types of robots. Let's say mobile robot, robotic arm, a humanoid robot, aerial robot. The simple one, and of course it is also complex, a mobile robot. Let's consider a two-wheel drive differential drive robot where you have to build that robot and code it. Okay, so just build that robot by your own, don't take any help, just build that robot. Now you will ask, Aryan, from where we will get the money and all? Try to use your college's components so that you can save your money, or else there is no option, you have to get your own, but you have to do some jugaad here, right? हर एक चीज के लिए कोई ना कोई रास्ता होता है, you just have to figure it out. So try to build a simple project, let's say a two-wheel drive robot. In that you will use Arduino L298N motor driver, the simple DC motors, a Bluetooth module, let's say. That's it. You can also use ESP32 microcontroller if you want. It depends on your choice. So this was a simple basic project. Then after that project, if you are good with it, okay, if you know about it, just add a sensor in that. Then you can switch to the robotic arm project. Let's say a 4DOF robotic arm. 3D print that robotic arm, design it. You can learn about fusion design. Okay, how to simply design in fusion, so your design concepts are also cleared. Up to here we are building simple projects, a mobile robot, then the robotic arm. Now what to do? Try to get some more exposure in terms of how to build complex robotic systems. Means you can jump to the robot operating system part where you are able to build, let's say, an autonomous mobile robot. Okay, so autonomous mobile robot is nothing but the robot which is also used in warehouses and industrial automation. Likewise, in different scenarios it is used, so you can jump to that part. For ROS, you have enough knowledge of programming and all those things, so just start with robot operating system. I'm saying ROS because it is not the only thing, but it is the best thing to get the exposure. So just learn about ROS 2 and then go with the basics first, then try to do a simulation in ROS 2, then try to build a project in simulation first, and make sure that you implement that project in hardware as well. Okay, let's say an autonomous mobile robot or robotic arm as well, we have moved it in ROS 2 so that using that you can control the robotic arm. So ROS is also important, you are also trying it in the real world. So likewise you have to work on your robotics thing, robotics projects. Okay, now are you a robotics engineer? Somewhat you are into the robotics side now. Also try to learn about networking. Networking means how SSH works, simple thing, right? How Ethernet works, how the communication protocols work. So just try to figure out that particular point as well, so that it will help you a lot while dealing with the robotic systems. So let's say if you are away from the robotic system, you can just deal with that particular robot as well. If you want to control it, you can control it. I'm just trying to simplify this process. So these things are done. Then what to do? Now we have built a particular project. We know how to code, how to simulate, how to design. We are done with the electronics part. Now you will ask, Aryan, is there any job? This video is not for job, okay? But still start applying for the internships. So the next step is to apply for the internships. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it is not going to come. So you can use LinkedIn, try to apply for the internships which are available. On LinkedIn, you will get the easy to apply button internships. You can choose that particular internships as well. Or else you can search for the companies, make a list of companies where you will get the required positions, what projects are they working upon. You will also get the list of founders, co-founders. Just email them, get in touch with the company, share your resume, give some interviews. Don't worry, even if you fail for 100 interviews, you must keep applying. Let's say if you are in second year, third year, just apply for the internships. You will get a good experience in the internship. Means what actually we have to build. All these things will be explained in a very good manner. All these things will be important in order to apply the knowledge in real world, because in internships the company is building some robotics projects or else robotics products. It gives you the real world exposure. That's why try to do an internship. After doing an internship, you have a base. Okay, then either you will get the job in the same company where you are doing internship, or else you have to apply for the different company. While you are doing an internship, you can also prepare a list of companies where the jobs are available, and then you can start applying for the job as well. But till the internship role, you are of course a robotics engineer. So a robotics engineer is not an alien from a different planet. It is nothing but you are able to build a robot. So if you follow this particular roadmap till the internships part, then you are hopefully a robotics engineer. But if you want the title robotics engineer on your job profile, if that is the requirement, then you have to apply strategically to the companies. Means what? You are done with the technical part. Now you have to focus on your non-technical part, how to apply to the companies. As I said, prepare a list, email the companies, show your projects, how you have worked, show your previous work as you have done an internship. If you don't have any internship, show your projects. So this is the way how you will get a job in the robotics field as a robotics engineer. But having said that, you will become a robotics engineer after following this particular map precisely. Okay, just don't follow it in any manner. Do it step by step, and also do the things as I said. You will get the results. Still, if you have any kind of doubt, you can mention in the comment section. Okay, I will be happy to answer all the questions. And if you want to get connected with me, just DM me on Instagram or else on LinkedIn as well. So this was for today's particular video. And at the end, I wanted to mention one thing. I have my own company, Robotry, where we provide roster trainings. If you are interested, just let me know accordingly. Okay, then we will meet in the next video. Till then, grow, learn, and explore together.